So hello, this is the Baltic Disc Golf Championship 2019. My name is Karl Olaf Kappel, and here with me today is King of Orase, Markus Dvinjaninov.
Yo, what up?
So for me, Baltic Disc Golf Championship this year is perfect summer ending tournament, and here we see the lead card. Joonas Kuitunen from Finland, Ronald Rotenberg from Estonia, Rasmus Metsamaa from Estonia, and Niko Rättyä from Finland. It's really nice to see two Estonian guys on the lead card on the final day. Wouldn't you say so?
Absolutely, because we are battling here not just for the champ of the Innova Baltic Tour, but for the 5 spots of USDGC, which is really important to say out, I guess.
Yes, and also we have the Baltic Disc Golf Championship titles, but for the Finns, the main title, I think it's going to be not title, but the main thing is the USDGC invitations. So the first hole, 144 meters or 472 feet if you're from the States.
First place to lead is team value 64, Joonas Kuitunen.
Yeah, so see we Joonas Kuitunen. Maybe we can hear some tee-off song as well. Everybody got to choose their own tee song.
Oh, only the lead card then?
Yeah, only the it was just just kind of this. And this is a perfect shot because most of the guys will play this for par.
Yeah, par here is pretty decent, and birdie is an extra. And I'd say if you take a par, you will have one shot advantage over the most of the field. And
you can really easily see Ronald leaks a little bit to the right, and he found the OB. So OB is the fence on the right and the asphalt on the left, and behind also this fence. Here you can see really easily how much power does a player have, because the top power players, they can actually go really huge hyzer. Just those lampposts on the right, they can go over them, and this like average pro can get there with a flex shot, you know. And the advanced guys, they just play it for par.
Yeah, and as we see here, Rasmus goes for a regular 3, tries to play par, and leaves a pretty long upshot, I'd say, because the basket isn't placed so easily. It's on a curb, or the disc might roll down when you approach a bit long, or leave it a bit short. And now we see a pretty strong hyzer, but oh
yeah, it's just in that's the main problem with the hyzer, is that because the ground rises up from in the end, so it's like you have to throw the hyzer really high to get the inbounds.
Yeah, and
it's safe, I think. Yeah. OB, sorry.
You see, that's what I said.
Yeah.
Pretty long upshot, and so said island isn't that close, and we see once again Ronald also going OB, so 2 OBs. I guess Ronald wasn't really looking for this kind of start here. Hopefully he can manage to.
Yeah, it's a really tough opening hole for a final day or any round, because it's like I think the highest score we saw here was 10 or 11. And we saw a few birdies as well. And now they're just figuring out is it OB or not. So.
Do you agree with me? Yeah. This line is the OB line.
Yeah, but at least it's just inside circle putt for him. Unfortunately, leaves it a little bit low. Yeah. Definitely not the opening hole he was wishing for.
Absolutely not.
Niko as well, maybe just final day lead card cheaters, you know. It's like 5-meter putt is,
and actually the last day or the last round that we're watching right now brought us only 0 birdies on the first hole. So basically taking a par equals a kind of birdie.
You don't give any strokes to nobody with a par here, so.
And we see pretty players from the top even taking 8s, 7s, and stuff like that, unfortunately.
Yeah. So we have one nice par from Joonas, and unfortunately all the other guys took at least bogey here. So it's not the start you want, but you have to deal with it. And now we have 17 holes left, so.
Which brings us to the second hole, which is 122 meters and 400 feet. And it's, I'd say, quite hard birdie also, but still doable even, or if you have a quite nice backhand, as I do.
yeah, as you do. It's kind of you want to throw a little bit like a flippier disc, not too flippy, but something you can stand up and just ride a little bit, and then starts to fade. Exactly, I think how Joonas is doing here.
Yeah, just a bit skip and shoot.
Yep.
Inside the circle, I guess. Should be.
Yeah. So Niko definitely has the power to get there quite easily.
Yeah, but just saws it off a bit. Gets early, but finds the way.
Really lucky shot. It's like if you miss it, if you have early reads on this hole, it can get really nasty quite quick.
So the main goal right here, for me at least, was to just hit the gap, and if you hit the gap, it's okay. If you have a look for a birdie, it's great. If you have a par, it's okay. Yeah. Maybe for these guys, they're definitely looking to get something more.
And the backhand from Ronald, which you don't see that often, but as the time goes by, we have started to see it more and more.
As the time goes by, we all get better in different shape of shots, or at least we hope so.
It was a really nice try. It was, I think, 13-14 meters. Joonas is just outside the circle.
Yeah,
really nice putt. Yeah. He has a really, like, the first two holes for Joonas is the ones you want usually. It's like kind of a confidence building holes, you know. First easy par, and then just a nice birdie. And it's like, okay, everything is under control, and we can build from here, you know. Yeah,
the second hole played actually kind of in between, so it was in the 9th position to be the hardest and to be the easiest, so it was just in between all those hard and easy holes. So as we can see, 3 birdies and then 1 par, which kind of tells the story about the hole.
And Joonas now has a 3-stroke lead.
Yeah.
And but there are a lot of holes to go.
Yeah.
So hole number 3, 99 meters. Used to be actually a par 4 or 5 even.
Sorry, our microphone just dropped. But so we can continue, I guess.
Yeah. Hole 99. Hole number 3, 99 meters. Basically a straight shot. Just a straight shot. Backhand, forehand, everything here works.
Yeah, backhand is, I'd say, a bit harder. You have to flip it up and get it to turn, and here we can see a pretty nicely executed shot. I don't know if he was hitting the line he wanted to hit, because it went a bit right, I guess. But either way, he's under the basket, and this one is a bit.
Yeah, that's OB. OB is. It's behind the basket, but usually don't come into play much because it's kind of uphill, and the disc usually hits the ground before it goes OB. But
yeah, Metsamaa has a look for a birdie with his putting. It's still doable. And Ronald shouldn't have any problem with this one.
Absolutely parks it. Yeah, it's perfect shot. Metsamaa is, I think it's just 12 meters maybe.
Just a bit high. In this hole, you definitely want to have I'd say, an inside circle look for birdie. And mostly you want to have a birdie on this hole. So all of these guys are looking for birdie, not for bogey, as we can see that Niko might be taken here.
Yep. And Joonas has come to play. It's like second birdie in a row, and
he's moving nicely now.
Yeah. Metsamaa in for par, and Ronald just tap in birdie. It's after the 6 on hole number 1. It's
time to make some moves.
Yeah.
So we got Joonas moving to -19. Next is Rasmus -15, and then Ronald and Niko.
So, hole number 4, 107 meters. I think it plays a lot longer, although it's like, you throw a forehand here?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, and it's how far you say it is actually?
Yeah, it plays a bit longer, I'd say also, but the line gets tighter, so that makes it kind of hard. I didn't get any throws under the basket, mostly like 10 meters on the uphill side here. But it's hard. It's not easy, and I think for backhand it's definitely like a pretty hard hole.
Yeah.
But I saw some pretty good backhand shots that this might be. Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
And I think that's as good as you can throw it with a backhand, because it's otherwise it turns over too much, and you end up hitting the trees in front of the gap.
Yeah, but if you have the putting, you get yourself to 10 meters line, and you still have a chance.
Yeah.
As you can see with the forehand, it's tough also. It's not easy, definitely. And Rasmus also opts for a backhand.
Yeah, it's a little low, but it's anything you can get on top of that hill. It's perfect, because it's the basket is in a like a hole or a bowl, if you will.
Yeah.
And you can run the putt from 15 meters quite easily with no trouble. For example, it's like Niko here showed us.
That's kind of forehand shots I saw mostly, just a bit short, and something in the upper side of the hill just catches it, and you have a 10 to 14 meters putt. And
that's an amazing shot from Ronald. Anheuser up shot over the trees. It's
nice save, the blind save also. And Rasmus just
kind
tries
of
to lace it
up,
but leaves something on the table.
Yeah. So this is the putt for Niko, and you can run it really easily, because it's like stops within 2 meters of the basket.
So also for birdie.
Yep.
Just a bit short.
Rasmus. Yeah. It just sneaks it in.
Holding the breath like.
Yeah.
And Ronald also tapping in par, which is quite good from the position he was with the second shot. With the first shot.
Yeah. Par isn't. It's not too bad on this hole. It's, how was the statistics on this hole?
The statistics. Give me a second. Something interrupting my statistics here. I'll get back to it.
So Joonas is now -19. Rasmus is in second place, -15, and Ronald and Niko is -14. So Joonas has a kind of a comfortable lead at the moment.
Yeah, and this brings us to the 5th hole, which is, I'd say, one of my favorite. It's kind of, when the course was like 5 years ago, this was the hole that was already there. Now it's been modified many times, the other holes, but this one stays the same, so it kind of tells the story of the hole, which is made nicely.
And we have to give a shout out to Estonian guy Kristo Raik, who got an ace on this hole with a backhand.
That's a nasty one, even with the backhand. I mean, like, it's hard with forehand, and what about backhand? I don't know how it's made, but it's made in Estonia. And really nice looking shot.
Seems like a perfect shot from Joonas. Yeah.
Wow, that's really good.
It's it fades to the left on the end, but it's nothing you can do with a backhand.
If you get a backhand birdie here, I would just kneel down and make you my master.
Yeah, there's a nice shot from Ronald as well.
So actually, the 4th hole, the statistics say that only 14 birdies were taken there, so it's pretty hard.
And this hole number 5.
This hole gave us only 9 birdies, so it's kind of like it's one of the hardest ones, I'd say. Yes.
And Niko has a really nice forehand. I presume it's gonna be a nice shot.
And just gets by the trees and finds the way.
Yeah, it's just
inside the
sneaks
circle?
into- Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's 7 meters, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So Rasmus ends up a little bit short. This is it's kind of a long distance for a jump, but from
Yeah,
there,
I mean, a par here is okay. If you have a great shot, you have a look for birdie, as we can see right now.
So Ronald, this is like 7, just
Was
high.
this for birdie?
Yeah, it was for birdie.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of feel bad for him, but nothing you can do.
Yeah,
Sometimes it's
Niko
just-
takes a nice birdie and gets a stroke back on the whole card,
Yep.
which is always good.
Metsamaa as well in for par, and Rotenberg also for par. So only one birdie.
Mm-hmm.
And
I guess this hole was the only one that was aced. No other holes were aced. Days
can't
before.
remember exactly, but I
assume.
think there was one ace. Maybe not. Maybe
Okay,
not.
Okay.
On the red course, maybe.
Okay.
So hole number 6. This is one of my favorite holes.
Mhm.
It's kind of a soft
Mhm.
Annie shot that doesn't holds the Annie line a little, just slightly, and then just flattens out at the end. And it's 102 meters, 333 feet, and it's an elevated basket.
And you would throw a mid-ranger, I guess?
Actually, I threw a TL3 or an like FD Discmania FD type of disc.
Mm-hmm. Which is kind of fairway.
Yeah, it's a 8-speed fairway.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's-
Yeah.
I tried to throw mid-range as well, but it's
You have
a little bit too
too much.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like I like to be under the basket, not 10 meters from
Okay.
this basket on an elevated basket.
Mm-hmm.
Joonas, yeah, it's an early release and high release as well.
And it has a pretty good elevated basket. So
This
when you were putting like me on the last round, your first shot was like 8 meters. Second shot was 13 meters.
This is really interesting for me to see a forehand here. It's like
Okay. It's I'd
Yeah,
say it's okay. It's kind of like the backhand, maybe just a little flip up from hyzer, and in the end it should go straight. With some slower discs, it's doable, or with mid ranges or fairways also.
So we didn't see any excellent shots here.
Yeah.
Roland is even in a little bit of trouble here, but it's a perfect upshot.
So no excellent shots on this card on this hole, but in total last day got us like 21 birdies. So nothing too hard, nothing too easy, I guess.
Yeah. But it's I really like this hole. It's kind of straightforward. The elevated basket adds a little bit. It's like a perfect place to have elevated basket here.
And when it was your favorite hole, did you get any birdies like Niko here?
Can't remember actually.
Okay.
But I have gotten this several times in tournaments, so maybe I'm just
Okay.
mixing it up. So
And we should see some pars tapping here.
yeah. So Niko's second straight birdie in a row, and the other guys just Metsamaa in for par as well. And Niko holds the box. Niko.
So, Joonas still leading the tournament with -19, and Niko is 3 behind. Let's see what next hole bring in. So, Hole 7. Par 4, 199 meters. I will say that this hole played the second toughest.
Really?
Yeah. It has this mano on the right. It's kind of long opening shot. You might get trouble on the first shot. You might get trouble on the second shot. Although, for me, this hole was kind of. I should have a look all the time for birdie, I guess.
It doesn't seem to me also like the second hardest hole.
Yeah.
I would put it somewhere else, but I can see where people can get into trouble here.
Yeah.
It's the first shot. It's kind of tricky. Actually, I prefer the backhand on this first shot. But let's see what.
I know some Finnish guys went up.
Super high Anheuser.
Did I hear some kind of a tree click or did it miss?
I'm not even sure, but it's still flying.
Still flying, yeah. Niko can't even describe the feelings. How can he fly so far and so. And
so basically, those guys are just trying to get it as far right as possible.
Yeah.
Really don't matter where they land.
Yeah.
So if you can get far enough right, then you can figure something out. Ronald goes with a forehand. It's like a more traditional route.
Yeah, and it should work.
Yeah.
There's nothing too much to.
It's a placement, but the upshot from there is quite long. It's not that long, but it's kind of uphill and it's an uncomfortable angle.
It's not short also, yes.
Yes, Rasmus also going with a backhand. Hits few trees, fades out.
And we can see Joonas in the trees here trying to find some way. And this is, I guess, how the hole is being made hard. Because if you're in the trees, there might be several like super tight gaps, but all the guys are out right now, so par should be okay for them.
This is just basically a jump putt upshot for par for us.
And Ronald definitely wants to have a birdie look from this position here. Yes.
Perfect.
And
4 meters.
He has it.
It's just 4 meters. It's a death putt, but from 4 meters, anything can happen. as
but
we know.
It's not that. It's not that kind of dangerous death putt that you don't want to run so much. I guess we might see some more dangerous putts coming.
That was a really amazing shot from Niko. It was standstill Anheuser really high, and it's just finished, I think, 7 meters from the basket. Joonas just pitching up for par.
Yeah.
Still got like 5 meters left.
And Rasmus also for par.
Yep. Perfect. Just 3.20 meters.
Seems to my eye also.
Yeah. So Niko has just inside the circle. It's like 9.5 meters.
And this is for birdie. Can he connect? He's not connecting.
Yep. But it's fortunately it was just like 3 meters from the basket, so he will tap in par. So I think on this hole also it's like the things that makes this hard in the statistics is that there aren't many birdies.
Yeah.
I think that's because they don't have those birdies that drop the difficulty. So Joonas took a par, Ronald birdie, Rasmus par, Niko also par, and Joonas still has a 3-stroke lead.
And we don't see anybody making like a charge that hot right now. 7 holes played, and Joonas only -2, and the Estonian guys +1 per this round. So I guess they were hoping much more from this position right now.
Yeah, and also it leaves a door open for the chase card as well, because if they play a little bit like slowly.
So the 8th hole brought us 11 birdies. It's kind of hard hole, isn't it?
It is. It's like a right-hand backhand hyzer shot, but you don't want to throw anything really overstable, but you want it to turn quickly. it's kind of a semi-overstable disc with a hyzer with a strong throw, so it can stand up for a second and then starting to just go left.
And Roland gets a pretty nice skip and
yep.
Well, that's a nice one also.
And it's like 10 meters.
Anything inside the circle here is great, I guess.
And we heard Niko speaking Estonian as well. Aitäh.
That's the hardest hole we
Which
have.
means thank you in Estonia.
So 3 shots, quite.
Everybody has good. A putt, so let's see what Rasmus does.
Oh, seems to be a great one.
The best, it's absolutely putt.
That's a nice one.
Okay, so after these throws, I think maybe it's just stronger and higher. I have to throw.
Yeah. And you can't go long, you can't be too short. It's really hitting the gap, and the gap is still like 95 meters from the tee or something like that. So it's not that easy. But yeah, it's doable, as we can see.
So everybody's just missing the putt.
They're messing it up. Yeah. Rasmus just has the opportunity to take a stroke back.
Nice.
Yeah.
So Rasmus finally got a birdie.
And moves to 0 on this round, or equal.
Yep.
So as he just started.
Yep, so everybody taps in for par. And
as we can see, they're really emotional right now. They're really cheering.
And we can see Joonas's caddy as well.
Okay.
Pasi Koivu.
High-level players on the caddy.
So just one birdie, yet again. So next we have hole number 9, 109 meters, 358 feet, and it's really interesting to see what they do here, because it's kind of a perfect forehand hole, but also you can get there with a backhand. But you have to throw the backhand so straight and can't let it fade at like a millimeter.
I would think the backhand line would be like hyzer flip and over.
Yep, or this exact shot as Rasmus threw.
Yeah.
But I think it wasn't so left. I really can't imagine he was trying to throw that kind of shot.
And Ronald just goes a bit too left and finds the trees there, but should have a easy layup for par. Okay, that's another.
This is early, yeah.
Line miss. But I guess it should be okay for par there, because he's kind of far out. He didn't catch the early trees. And this one also. Yeah,
and it's kind of okay. It went through quite far, so we will have a look at nice upshot for a par as well. But it can get really ugly, this hole, if you miss the fairway and hit one of the first trees.
That's one of the few holes that anybody didn't take double bogey or worse. It only had bogeys, pars and birdies, so it bought us 18 birdies, 80 pars and 17 bogeys. And this one plays as the sixth easiest hole to say.
It's kind of a straightforward hole, so many players can have a birdie look here.
Yeah,
it's nothing too like. Any players playing here, they will have enough power to at least get inside the circle, so that's not a problem.
Yeah, and Ronald finally getting some putt in here. And Rasmus for birdie. Yep.
Shakes his head.
Not satisfied with the game or putting or anything else.
It's Niko for par.
Yeah.
Joonas also in for par. Yeah, once again, just one birdie for the lead card on this hole.
Yeah, so Joonas minus 19, Rasmus Metsamaa minus 17, Niko Rättyä minus 16, and Ronald Rotenberg minus 15.
Yeah, and this was the front nine of the Baltic Disc Golf Championship 2019, and let's meet on the back nine.
Meet you there.